Okay, now for starting the array, it is called as the single dimension array. So single dimension array, the elements are stored in a single row and multiple columns 0, 1, 2, and 3. Single row, and in multi-dimension array, the elements are stored in a multiple row and multiple column. So here it is called as a 0 and 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3. It is called as 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, and 1, 3. So it is called as a multi-dimension array. It is called as a single dimension array. It is called as a single dimension array. Got it? तापर आम एलिमेंट गुड़ाक वे आम स्टोर हम सिंगल डायमेंशन और मल्टी डायमेंशन आरे. Now if you want to define a single dimension array, first we have to define like int a equals to new int. Suppose if I give a size 4, okay, so 0, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so 0, 1, 2, and 3. It is called as a single dimension array. Then in multi-dimension array, it is a one way of declaration of single dimension array. Another way of declaration is what? Means at the time of declaration of array, you can initialize it. New int like 10, 20, 30, and 40. Okay, so at the time of initializing value, we can initialize it. Means at the time of declaring array element, we initialize it. Here we don't give any kind of size. Next point is what? Another way we can define this bracket, you can pass here also. You can pass here 10, 20, and 30, and 40. But basically, this is used when you take the input from user. So this declaration is used like when you want to take input from user, we use this declaration. Okay, so now I go here programmatically. Just wait. Now I move to the program, programmatically how you have to define. So here we define a simple intx, new int 10, 20, 30, and 40. Now for getting the array element, int I is equals to 0, 0 less than x dot length. So length is a attribute which is getting the size of the array. For getting the size of the array, length attribute is used. Now here array length is 4. So 0, 0 less than 4. Condition is true. It is printing you X array 0 index 10. It is printing you here 10. Sir, hello. So now here it is printing you 10. Then 0 value is increment to 1. So 1 is less than 4. Condition is true. So X array 1 index it is printing you 20. Then I value is increment to 2. 2 is less than 4. Condition is true. Then it is printing you 30. Then 2 is increment to 3. 3 is less than 4. Condition is true. Then array 3 index it is printing you 40. So in this way it is printing you all the element from an array. Now I run the program. then Java simple, that is printing you all the value. The next program is what? Multi-dimension array. In multi-dimension array, the element are stored in a multiple row and multiple column. Hmm, hmm, hmm. तुम्हें स्क्रीन तो करे आसो कौन काम ଅଛି? Okay, so now we comes to the multi-dimension array. In multi-dimension array example, okay, so now check here in the multi-dimension array, we define here int public class mul, then multi-dimension array 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, then next is it is a two row we given 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now for getting the value from a multi-dimension array, we use the nested for loop. For loop within the another for loop, we're using nested for loop. So how it is defined, like int I is equals to 0, 0 less than 2, condition is true. Then when condition is true, it is coming to the inner loop. In inner loop, j is equals to 0, 0 less than 4, condition is true. The I0 J0, I0 J0 position is 1 here. Okay, so it is a I0 J0 position is 1. So I will show you in a whiteboard. Just wait. So we are passing the program multi-dimension array. As I have defined 4 element. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 position I have defined here. So see that what is the program actually. Program is saying that 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I store 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we are using a nested for loop. So nested for loop like this position, it is a row wise, it is 0, it is 1, column wise, it is 0, 1, 2, 3. So this position is called as the 0, 0. It is 0, 0. It is 0, 1. It is 0, 2. This position is called as the 0, 3. It is called as 1, 0. It is called as the 1 and 1. It is called as the 1 and 2. This position is 1 and 3. Now I go for a looping. So in for loop, I0 J0, I0 J0, it is printing you 1 here. Now next I move to the program. Next see that J value is 0. Now J is increment to 1. 1 is less than 4. Condition is true. Now it is coming to this part. I0 J1. So I0 J1 means what it will show? It will show I0 J1 means 0 or 1. 0 and 1. It is printing you here 2. Okay, like first it is showing you 1 and 2. It is output. Next is J value is increment to 2. J is increment to 2. Okay, so J is increment to 2. So 2 is less than 4. Condition is true. 2 is less than 4. I0 J2. I0 J2 means it is printing you 0 2 position. So 0 2 position means it is printing you here 3 0 2. See that in a screen it is 0 2. 0 2 means it is printing you here 3. Now I value is in J value is increment to 3. 3 is less than 4. Condition is true. So I value is 0, J value is 3. So it is showing you 4. Now it moves to Now it moves to j value is increment to 4. 4 is less than 4. Condition is false. When condition is false, it is going to the outer loop. In outer loop, I value is increment to 1. 1 is less than 2. Condition is true. 1 is less than 2. Okay. So when 1 is less than 2, now it comes to the inner loop. Okay. So now j is 0. 0 is less than 4. Condition is true. तो I1 J इज 0. ओके, I का वैल्यू यहाँ पर 1 हो गया, J का वैल्यू 0 हो गया. तो I1J0 it is printing you here 5. It is moving to the next line. उसके बाद J का वैल्यू इंक्रीमेंट होगा 1. 1 is less than 4. I1J1 it is printing you 6. Then J का वैल्यू इंक्रीमेंट होगा 2. तो J2 I1J2 it is printing you 7. देन I का वैल्यू इंक्रीमेंट होगा, J का वैल्यू इंक्रीमेंट होगा 3. 3 इज लेस देन 4. कंडीशन इज ट्रू. I1J3 it is printing you 8. Okay, so it is printing you 8 here. So after that J value is increment to 4. So when it is increment to 4, it becomes false. So J is now false. So when J is false, it is printing you all the elements. That is the way of what printing the multi-dimension array. Any doubt in this program? Disha, Ashish, Manisha, Subham. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, so it is
No,
a
sir.
multi-dimension array example. Then I will move to the other part. Okay, so now I move to the matrix addition. Means row wise it is added. row wise it is added the element. So it is showing you 60 and 150. 2 10 plus 20 is 30 plus 30 is 60 and 40 plus 50 is 90. 90 plus 60, 90 plus 60 is 150. So now how it is working, how it is added. See that here I only define a variable int sum is equals to 0. Then an array is defined here. Okay, so array is that is x. Now see that int I is equals to 0. 0 is less than 2. Why? The outer loop is it is represented for a row. It is represented for a row. It is represented for a column. It is represented for a column. So now as there is a 2 row, so here it is given as a 2, 0 and 1, 2 row. So 0, 0 less than 2, condition is true. When condition is true, it is coming to the inner loop. In inner loop, j is equals to 0. 0 is less than 3, condition is true. Now when condition is true, it is coming to this part. The sum is 0, x, I0, j0. I0, j0 is 10. I0, j0 is 10. Now I value is in j value is increment to 1. 1 is less than 3, condition is true. X0 I j1 x0 j1 it is printing you 20. So 10 already in the sum 10 is present. So 10 plus 20 is 30. Now j value is increment to 2. 2 is less than 3, condition is true. x0 j2 x0 j2 means 30. So 30 plus 30 is 60. Now what happened? J value is increment to 3. 3 is less than 3. So condition is now false. 3 is not less than 3. So when condition is what false, then first it is showing you, it is come out of the loop, it is showing you 60. Now sum becomes 0. Sum is again converted to 0. But looping is not end. Now I value is increment to 1. तो I वैल्यू पहले 0 था, अभी इंक्रीमेंट हो जाएगा 1. तो 1 इज लेस देन 2, तो I का वैल्यू यहाँ पर 1 हो गया. तो 1 is less than 2, condition is true. 1 is less than 2, it is coming to the inner loop. In inner loop j is 0, so 0 less than 3, condition is true. Now in x sum already it is set as 0. In x I means 1, j means 0. 1 0, 1 0 position is 40. So 0 plus 40 is now 40. Now j value is increment to 1. 1 is less than 3, condition is true. Okay, so when condition is true, So 0, the 1 and 1, 1 and 1 position is 50. The 40 plus 50 is 90 now. The j value is increment to now 2. 2 is less than 3. Condition is true. So 0, 1 and 2. 1 and 2 is 60. The 90 plus 60 is 150 here. J value is increment to 3. So 3 is less than 3. So condition is false. So when condition is false, then it is printing you the value 150. Sum is 0. Now I value is increment to 2. 2 is less than 2. Condition is false. So we get this result, that is 60 and 150. Clear this program? Disha, Manisha, Shubham, Ashish.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then another matrix addition, I go for it. So it is a matrix addition. So here all the values are taken 1, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. Then both are same. So that it is added number 1 plus 1 is 2, 3 plus 3 is 6, 4 plus 4 is 8, 3 plus 3 is 6, 4 plus 4 is 8, 5 plus 5 is 10. Okay, so it is added a number 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 4, 4, 8, then 3, 3, 6, 4, 4, 8, 5, 5, 10. So all the numbers it is added. Then how it is added, like here you can see there is a 2 row and 3 column is present. Now here we pass, it is for row, it is for column. Int I is 0, 0 less than 2, condition is true. It is coming to the inner loop. In inner loop, j value is 0, 0 less than 3, condition is true. Now in C0 on J0 position, it is added A0 J0 and B0 J0. A0 J0 is this one and B value A0 J0 is this one. So it is added 1 plus 1 2 and it is stored where? It is stored in index number 1 2. Then now J value is increment to 1. 1 is less than 3, condition is true. Then A0 J1, A0 J1, 0 row 1 plus B0 J1, 3. So 3 plus 3, it is now becomes 6. J value is increment to 2. So 2 is less than 3. Condition is true. 2 is less than 3. Now it is coming to that 0 row 2 column. I0 J2. So it is added A0 J2. A0 J2 is this one 4. Similar way B0 J2 is 4. So 4 plus 4 is 8. Now J value is increment to 4. 4 is less than 3. Condition is false. Then it is going to the outer loop. In outer loop, I value is increment to 1. 1 is less than 2. Condition is true. It is coming to the inner loop. J is 0. 0 less than 3. Condition is true. The I1, okay, I1, okay, A1, sorry, A1 J0. A1 J0 is 1 plus B0, B1 and J0. That is printing you here 3. 3 plus 3 is now 6. Okay, the similar way it is added all the numbers in matrix addition. Okay, is it clear? Manisha, Ashish,
Yes, sir.
Shubham.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then now we go for the enhanced for loop. Enhanced for loop is used if you want to retrieve all the elements from an array without go for comparison and checking condition. We go for a enhanced for loop. The enhanced for loop basically it is used that is used to retrieve all elements from an array without for loop. So without for loop, we can retrieve all the element from an array. So now I show the example. See that here I define a array int x equals to new int 10. Then so I am storing all the element here. I is equals to 0, 0 is less than 10, condition is true. In x array 0 index I store 1. Then I value is increment to 1. 1 is less than 10, condition is true. X array 1 index it is printing you 2. Then I value is increment to 3. 3 is less than 10, condition is true. Then 3 index it is store you what 4. So in this way it is storing all the element 1 to 10. Now to retrieve all the elements from an array, we're using enhanced for loop int p colon x. So what are the values are present in x, now it comes and store in the p. So here we're not using any kind of initialization, any kind of checking condition or increment and decrement. So in one set it is printing you all the elements. Okay, so this will give from 1 to 10. This called as the enhanced for loop, like we're using colon symbol through which it is retrieve all the elements. Okay, so tomorrow I will go for the array copy method. So tomorrow class time is 9:40. So at that timing I will connect. So be prepared on it. Okay, good night.
Thank you, sir.